Bluey and the unexploded balloon. Bingo is walking and singing.
Huh?
She saw Bluey playing with balloons. Suddenly, Dad came over and called Bluey. Bluey tied the balloon to one spot and went with her dad. Bingo came up with the idea of destroying the balloon. She went over to the balloon and took it down.
2 hours later.
When Bluey turned back, she saw that the balloon had been deflated. Memorable supermarket day. A new day begins with the sounds of Bluey and Bingo as Mom wakes up. Both of them were playing, running and jumping all over the house. Bluey and Bingo want their mom to take them to the supermarket because today is their day off. The mother thought for a moment and then agreed. All three went to the supermarket. Bluey and Bingo were very happy to go to the supermarket. Inside the supermarket, all kinds of goods are on display. Bluey and Bingo want to buy everything they see. But their mother only bought what was necessary. And so, Bluey and Bingo's grocery shopping trip has come to an end. The wind took it away. Where is Bluey's balloon? It's a beautiful day with a cool, gentle breeze. Bluey has a balloon and is running around the yard happily. Bingo walks over and sees that Bluey has a balloon. Bingo runs over and the two happily play together with the balloon. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind blows in. The balloon slips out of their hands and floats up into the sky. Bluey and Bingo run after it, but the balloon floats higher and farther and then disappears. Dad walks over and sees that Bluey and Bingo are feeling sad.
2 hours later.
Dad runs off and comes back with 2 balloons.
Whoa!
Bluey and Bingo happily run back again. A blue one for Bluey, a yellow one for Bingo.
Bluey plants trees. Bluey was walking around the house when she saw a plate of fruit on the table. Bluey picked up a seed and suddenly had a bold idea. Bingo came in from outside. Bluey walked past as if she hadn't seen Bingo. Bluey is going down to the warehouse to get the tools. Bluey has been searching for a long time but hasn't found it yet. Oh, so it's here. go plant some trees. Bluey has found a place to plant.
2 hours later.
Finally, the digging is finished. Put the seeds in the hole. Let's go get some water for irrigation.
Over 1 month later.
Wow, the tree has grown big and has fruit to eat. The disappearing cake. Bluey is baking in the kitchen. The cakes are ready. Now let's bring them to the table. Let's go order some bingo and eat together. Bingo is sleeping soundly. Bluey screamed so loudly that Bingo fell to the floor. Huh? Now let's go eat some cake.
Aha!
Oh no, the plate of cakes has disappeared. Wait a minute. Dad's holding a cake in his hand. It turned out that Dad had eaten all the cake on the table. Forgot the kid. Morning at home. Mom grabs her keys and bag, checks the clock, running late. She gestures to the kid. School time. Mom walks out the door, carrying the child's backpack. Inside, the kid is still putting on shoes. The door closes. The kid looks up, frozen in place. The kid walks to the window and watches Mom's car drive away. He scratches his head, then shrugs and sits on the couch, calmly playing with a toy. Outside the school, Mom parks the car and turns to the back seat. Empty. Mom freezes. Mom looks at the backpack, looks at the empty seat, looks at her phone. Eyes widen. Panic. She quickly turns the car around. Mom rushes inside and swings the door open. The kid is on the couch, happily eating a snack/playing. They stare at each other for a second. Mom exhales in relief and hugs the kid tightly. The kid pats Mom's back like, "It's okay." Mom carries the kid outside, then double checks the back seat before closing the door. Where are my glasses? Dad squints at a newspaper/phone, bringing it very close to his face. He looks around suddenly. His glasses are missing. Dad gestures urgently. "I can't find my glasses." Mom and the kids look up and immediately stand. Quick montage. Dad bends down to search the couch, still squinting. Bluey checks under the table. Bingo opens the toy box. Mom lifts pillows and opens drawers. Everyone searches seriously. Dad picks up another pair of glasses. Sunglasses, toy glasses. Tries them on, shakes his head. The kids glance at Dad, then at each other, holding back laughter. Mom suddenly stops. She stares at Dad's head. Close up. The glasses are resting on top of Dad's head. Mom gently points upward. Dad reaches up, feels the glasses, freezes for a second, then gives a sheepish smile. The kids burst into laughter.
Bluey and the drawing pencil. A beautiful day. Bluey and Bingo are walking down the hallway. They both went to the toy room. Bluey discovered something.
Huh?
A pencil rolled gently across the table, then stopped unexpectedly. Bluey and Bingo approached the pencil. Bluey picked up the pen and twirled it around. Bingo came up with an idea. Bingo walked to the wall and waved to Bluey. Then tell Bluey his idea. Bluey agreed and started drawing on the wall.
2 hours later.
Wow, what a beautiful painting! Bingo also wants to draw. I wonder what Bingo will draw.
2 hours later.
Wow, this painting is even more beautiful than Bluey's. Bluey and Bingo are both a lot of fun. Bluey Paper Boat Race. A beautiful sunny afternoon in the forest. Bluey and everyone else are out having fun. In their hands were sheets of paper in various colors. All three were sitting and folding colorful pieces of paper. Wow, so they folded those boats out of paper. So, the colorful paper boats are now finished. Now they are heading towards the riverbank. The boats began to be launched. Bluey was thrilled that her boat was in the lead. Oh no! Those boats are going too fast! Bluey discovered it and told everyone. Everyone was running after them to get the paper boats back. Oh no! Bingo tripped over a rock and fell! The boats were going too fast for Bluey and his friends to catch up. Everyone had to give up those paper boats. It was a stormy boat race.
Building a small wooden house. A cool, gentle morning. Dad carries the wood out and places it on the ground. Mom lays out the measuring tape, carefully measuring each piece. Sister uses a pencil to mark the lines. Little brother hugs a handful of nails, running back and forth excitedly. Dad joins 2 wooden boards to make the frame. The little house tilts slightly. The family stands back to look. Mom points and gently shakes her head. They take it apart and adjust it. Dad hammers in the nails. Thud, thud. Sister holds the board straight. Little brother hands over the hammer. The wrong way. The small wooden house stands firmly. The roof provides just enough cover with a cute low door. The whole family fits perfectly inside the tiny house. They look at one another and smile warmly. The secret seed. Mom, Bluey, and Bingo stroll together. The kids run ahead while Mom walks behind, smiling. Bingo suddenly stops and looks down. She picks up a tiny seed from the ground. Bluey leans in, curious. Mom gestures for them to keep walking. Bingo looks at the seed, then quietly closes her paw around it. Back at home. Mom turns away to get some water. Bingo looks left, right, sneaks to a flower pot, garden corner, digs a small hole, hides the seed, quickly covers it with soil. Bluey stands nearby, acting like a serious lookout. One day, Mom tidies the garden. Bingo rushes over. Too late. Mom bends down and sees a small flower blooming. Her eyes widen in surprise. Bingo stands behind her, smiling shyly. Mom turns around and gently pats Bingo's head. Bluey claps happily. The 3 sit together, watching the flower sway in the breeze.
The kite can fly. Welcome everyone to Bluey. What is Bluey's dad doing in the warehouse? Wow, that kite looks old. Bluey and Bingo are going down the stairs. Both were surprised to see the kite. Bluey wants a kite. The sky today is perfect for flying kites. Bluey and Bingo are heading to the kite flying spot. Bluey is running as fast as she can to make the kite fly. Oh no, the kite won't fly. Bingo is sitting there laughing. Bluey! This time it's Bingo's turn to fly kites. Wow, the kite is flying! Bluey couldn't believe her eyes.
Folding chair. Son stands beside him, empty-handed, watching curiously. Dad casts the line confidently. The float sits on the water, perfectly still. Dad waits, checks his watch, sighs softly. The son looks around, finds a tree branch, ties a simple string to it, adds a tiny hook, drops it into the water, just for fun. Dad doesn't notice. The string suddenly tugs hard. The son's eyes widen. He pulls up the branch. A fish! The son freezes for a moment, then grins proudly. Dad turns around, looks at the fish, looks at his expensive fishing rod, looks at the stick. Dad bursts out laughing, shaking his head in disbelief. Dad pats the son's head proudly. They sit side by side, watching the water together. The fish swims calmly in a small bucket, building a small fence. A cool morning. The whole family stands in front of an empty patch of yard. Dad pulls out a measuring tape to check the spacing. Mom marks the spots with white chalk. Sister and little brother line up the short wooden posts. Dad grabs a hammer and drives in the first post. Thud, thud. Firm and steady. Mom holds the post, checking the balance by eye. She nods to signal it's good. Sister passes over a wooden plank. Little brother runs back and forth, handing over nails. Thud! The post tilts slightly. Mom raises her hand to stop. The family steps back to look. Dad pulls the post out and adjusts it. Sister holds one end, Mom steadies it. Dad hammers again. Their rhythm becomes steady. The fence grows section by section. The fence is complete. Little brother taps a post lightly. Tap, tap. Mom, Dad, and Sister smile with pride. Fixing the outdoor table. A quiet morning. The wooden outdoor table wobbles slightly. Every gentle touch makes the tabletop tremble. The family stands around, looking at one another. Dad nods. Let's fix it. Dad kneels down and tightens the bolts with a wrench. Clack, clack. A soft metallic sound. Mom hands over a small wooden piece, placing it under the shorter table leg. Sister wipes the tabletop with a cloth. Dust sparkles in the sunlight. Little brother holds the table leg, tilting his head, watching very seriously. Dad places a cup of water in the middle of the table. Everyone holds their breath. The cup stays still. No shaking, no spilling. The family laughs happily. The little brother claps with a loud smack.
Bluey went to play at the beach.
Come on, let's go!
Two hours later.
Water volleyball. A scorching noon. The whole family fans themselves, sweat beading on their faces. Little brother spots a basin of water in the corner of the yard, his eyes lighting up. Dad brings out a volleyball. Mom places two basins of water facing each other. Sister signals to divide teams, standing on opposite sides. Everyone looks at one another and nods in agreement. Dad gently tosses the ball. Sister makes a clean return. Splash! The ball drops into a basin. Water explodes everywhere. Mom can't dodge in time. Part of her shirt gets soaked. Little brother jumps up to spike the ball. His hand slips. The ball flies off course. Splash! The ball lands right in Dad's basin. Dad is drenched from head to toe. The family stands in the middle of the yard, then burst into unstoppable laughter. Bluey and the Strange Box. Bluey is looking for something. She seems to have discovered something. Whoa! A box is moving. Bluey couldn't believe her eyes. She ran to the box.
Whoa.
Bluey picked up the box and left the warehouse. She put the box down on the table. Bingo goes from outside in.
Whoa! Whoa!
Bluey told Bingo about the box. Bluey opened the box and couldn't believe her eyes. Bingo, look at the box. The result disappointed both of them. Early to bed. Mom raises a finger and gestures. Early bedtime tonight. Dad and the kids nod seriously. The clock flips to 9 p.m. Everyone is still in the living room. The child sleeps peacefully. Dad sits upright, wide awake. Mom checks the clock, then sits back down. The clock reads 10 p.m. Dad has turned on the TV and is fully engaged. Mom sits beside him, scrolling on her phone. The child continues sleeping soundly. The clock shows 11 p.m. Dad changes TV channels. Mom smiles at her phone screen. The child shifts position slightly, still asleep. Mom looks up at the clock. Eyes widen. She looks at Dad. Dad looks back, sheepish. They both glance at the couch. The kid has been asleep forever. The secret breakfast. Mom is asleep in her bedroom. Dad, sister, and little brother stand outside the kitchen, exchanging a silent shh gesture. Dad fills the kettle with water and turns on the stove. Steam rises. Dad quickly lowers the heat, nervously glancing around. Sister places bread into the toaster. Little brother carries a tray of eggs to the table. One egg rolls. Crack! It falls. He hurriedly picks it up, wipes it clean, and quietly puts it back. The family sets the table together. Plates slightly crooked, tablecloth wrinkled. Toast a little burnt, water poured too full. Dad steps back, looking at everything. He nods proudly. The bedroom door opens. Mom steps out, still sleepy. She freezes. Her eyes move from the messy breakfast to her family standing behind it. Mom covers her mouth, eyes filling with tears. A warm, grateful smile appears. The family sits together at the table. Bluey and the Disobedient Ball. Bluey walked out of school and went home. Bluey is walking through the bedroom and going to the playroom. She put her school bag down on the table and moved towards the ball. Bluey took the ball and threw it to the ground. But the ball rolled in the opposite direction. Today, Bluey discovered that his ball was very strange. Oh, so Bingo was just teasing Bluey. Bluey didn't know what was happening to the ball. ball and checked it repeatedly. On this side, Bingo was laughing happily because he had tricked Bluey. But the laughter was too loud, so Bluey noticed. Bingo apologizes for teasing Bluey.
Bluey and Bingo play football. Uncle Stripe is teaching Bluey and Bingo. Oh, it's recess time. Everyone was surprised to hear the bell ring. Everyone started to rest. Bluey went to the toy section to get the ball. But Bluey was too short to reach the ball. Then, Bingo brought over a small table. Bluey understood and immediately jumped onto the table to stand more upright. Yeah, Bluey got the ball! After that, Bluey and Bingo went outside to play soccer. They both had a lot of fun playing together.